there, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for coming back. It's episode 50 of our series with Estudiantes, a lovely little milestone reached in this video then. And to celebrate, we have the quarter-final of the Copa Argentina, renewing rivalries with Belgrano, who, if you've been watching all season, we kicked off our videos for the season with the game against Belgrano. So we've played quite a few since the last video, that epic double-header against River and Boca. As you can see, we've got the league table there. We are second at the minute, with just 3 points behind Boca, which is fantastic news because they lost one of their games. So they had a game in hand, and if they'd have won that, they would have gone 6 points clear of us. But thankfully, I think it was against Independiente. I think they lost 1-0 at home. It was like a 95th minute penalty or something. So that was really good news. As you can see, today's opponents, Belgrano, are right there with us in the league table. Estevao, as you can see, is our top scorer with 9 goals. He is absolutely killing it at the minute. To be fair, if Mario Gatti was still at the club, and he was in the form he was in, I'm not sure he would be playing. I think this guy would have taken him out of the team by now, because he's just fantastic. And look at his attributes; they're all flying up, which is lovely to see. The board and the fans are not happy that we let Mario Gatti go. So obviously you would expect that. So let's have a look at the results since the last video, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to have a look at the players that we've got out on loan at other clubs, because there are 1 or 2 in there that have got some potential at the club, so we'll show you their progress. So we went away to bottom club Los Andes, who have picked up a little bit of form recently, and we won 2-0. We've got 2 goals on the half hour from Batista Cascini and Estevao. Estevao then popped up with a brace and a 2-2 home draw with Racing Club, and then we lost our next game to Olimpo, also at home. So the home form has really taken a hit. Golderson got the goal for us in that game. I think that was his first for the club. Then we played San Martin de Tucumán in the 7th round of the Copa Argentina. Beat them 3-1. I think that was at Colon's ground in Santa Fe. Thomas Fernandez getting a brace, and Gaspar de Pizio, one of our youngsters, getting his first goal for the club. Golderson then popped up with a brace against Godoy Cruz in a 2-1 home win as we turned the game on its head. Lucas Aguero had scored for Godoy Cruz inside the first 10, but we turned it around and got our first home win since this 5-1 against Huracan. So it's been quite a long time. And then it was Estevao on target in a big win at Union Santa Fe. He scored just before the hour mark. And yeah, he's just been fantastic. As I said, Golderson is now starting to show some promise as well with 3 goals. So he's in form. So I'm quite pleased with whoever I put in the team is in pretty good form at the minute, which is great to see, especially ahead of today's massive match. These are all the players then that are out on loan. There's quite a lot. We're a bit Chelsea-like, aren't we here? There's quite a lot out on loan. I'm not going to show you all of them. There's 1 or 2 that I've probably shown you before that I'm going to just show you again. And there's maybe a couple in here that you haven't seen as yet. So we're going to start with, I don't think I need to show you either goalkeeper, Jorge Chavez Max, who is at Platense, which is in the 2nd division. It looks okay, 6'2". He's progressing quite nicely there. He's not made an awful lot of appearances so far, just 6 in total, but he's got a really good average rate and he started out pretty well for them. I do like the look of him, so hopefully, he's only 19, hopefully by the time he's 2021 and really pushing for a first team place, then the rest of these stats could have caught up with his physicals, because I do like the look of him. Elsewhere, we have Ivan Lomolino. He came in the same youth intake as the legend Mario. Good looking centre back again, 6'1". Not the greatest in the air for someone who's over 6 foot. That's a little bit of a worry. I do like a dominating centre half, and I'm not sure that he's got it, but he does look half decent and he can play in a few positions there. So there is some room for manoeuvre with him there. Leandro Caballero is another one that I'm really liking the look of. I've got a lot of hope for him, but again, his aerial ability just lets him down a little bit. He's good jumping, but then doesn't really do anything with the headers. So maybe that comes with experience. I don't know. I don't understand why he can jump off the ground, but then not head the ball. Just seems a bit strange to me, but he's another one that's looking pretty good. He's also in the second division at Via Dalmine, so he's looking pretty good as well. Gaston Benedetti is one of our promising left backs. I think he'll make it for us. I do think he'll make it. His crossing is awful for a wing back. It's terrible. But again, if we can get him, he's not a natural wing back. He's a full back, so he's more defensive minded. So it would be something we'd have to work on. But I like his physicals. I love the tackling. I'm liking some of the mental stats. I think he's another one that we can be excited about. Andres Ayala, you know about this kid, Emilio Jimenez. He doesn't look anything amazing here, but he's been absolutely phenomenal down in our youth team. Now, he just scored, I think, 24, 25 goals last season. So he's out on loan at Gimnasia Mendoza down in the Primera B Nacional as well, the second tier. He looks really good. I want that passing and the technique to go up a little bit. So the technical side needs to go up. The physical side's not terrible. His natural fitness is 15, so I imagine that all those will go up as well. But look at the teamwork, the vision, the work rate, the decision making, his free kicks. He looks a real prospect, but he's probably a little bit too far away from the first team at the minute. I think he's probably at least another season away. Who else did I want to show you? You know about Dayan Veron. Sergio Arias looks pretty good as well, an attacking midfielder. Looks really promising as well. He really does. I mean, the youth players that we've got coming through, just insane. I mean, we've got Mario Gattis all over the place. Who else did? Antonio Castro as well, a really good looking left winger. Really quick, really fit. Not particularly strong, but I'm not that bothered about that for a winger. I just want a low centre of gravity and to get past his man and get a crossing. At 19 years of age, his crossing is exceptional already. Technique, passing, his work rate, his teamwork, his vision is improving. And he's got flair as well, which I love to see in attacking players. I have massively high hopes for as well. Juan Urrutia, I showed you when we signed him. Andres Makalik, he's on form as well. I think he's been playing he's down at Gimnasia in the Primera B Nacional as well. You can see he's made a few substitute appearances, but he's been scoring goals for either their under-20s or their reserves. But look, he's quick, he's got decent finishing. Got a lot of hope for him as well. He might not quite make the grade. I think he's borderline at the minute. But there is the possibility maybe of bringing him back and playing him as a number 10. But we'll have to see how that goes. Are there one or two more that I want to show you? I will show you Hugo Romero again. He's starting to really excite me as well. He's away at Gimnasia Mendoza as well, which seems to be our reserve team in the second division. He looks really good as well. Like I say, we've got a lot of good young players, especially young strikers, young midfielders, looking really good. And Lionel Correa, will just show you him quickly. Another striker. He's finishing poor, but you can see everything's on the up at the minute, which is really good news. He's on. He's also in the Primera B against the team that we knocked out in the 7th round at San Martin de San Juan. So he looks okay. He's struggling a little bit. He's only got 1 goal, 1 assist. He has got 1 Player of the Match award as well. So I think the goal and the assist came in the same game, but I'm not sure. So yeah, those are all the players that we've got out on loan at the minute. Quite a lot of those I've got earmarked for first team football in the next season or two. Here we go then. Here is the lineup for the Copa Argentina quarter-finals. We've got Vélez against Colón, Boca taking on Talleres, and Tigre against Aldo Civi. There's 3 second division teams in there, and as you can see, no River, no Independiente. So it's on the face of it. I mean, it's Vélez, Belgrano, Boca, or ourselves. Really, you would imagine. Colón, Aldo Civi, and Tigre are all from the second division. So look, it's not going to be easy today. It's basically in the Primera, it's 3rd v 2nd today, so it's going to be a really tough game. I believe it is. I don't think there's extra time. No, penalty shootout, it scores a level after 90, so that's not too bad. At least we don't have to worry about extra time. Today's referee, Andres Merlos, 3 matches refereed, no red cards, 4 yellows. I don't know if that's 3 matches in the Copa Argentina or 3 matches in total. I have no idea. This is the team we are going with. We're going strong. We're going big. I need a trophy. I want a trophy. This would be a fabulous trophy to win. It really, really would be. So we're going all out for it, and we need to be at our best today to beat Belgrano, who we did beat in that earlier video to kick off this season. I think was it 3-1 in the end, wasn't it? We were good, and then we dipped, and then we probably didn't quite deserve the win, let alone a 3-1 win. I think Gonzalo Lombardo scored, didn't he, late on? So yeah, we're playing the game at the Monumental, so River do have some involvement as they're lending us their stadium. So thank you, River Plate. Balboa's playing for them, Brenner, Sequeira, they've got a really good attack. It's a very, very strong team. They're 3rd in the division. Well, they're joint with us, aren't they? So, it obviously is a very strong team. We are going to say, actually, do you know, I've been doing this a little bit. I've been handing over to the assistant and then doing these myself. Sometimes, if I'm not 100% sure which way I want it to go, I will now passionately come in and say, I think there's a lot more to come, and it really gets the rest of them going. We haven't been playing amazing football recently, but we've started to get a few wins on the board, a few wins in a row. I think we've won our last 3. Those 2 games against Racing Club and Union were very, very disappointing. So yeah, we've really got to arrest that. It's going to be a very, very tough game for sure. But I think we can do it. I think that it is time for us to get our hands on a trophy. Here's Marlon with the throw to Lombardo, out to Estevez. He might fancy a shot here. He does, but it's tame. Straight to Acosta. First shot of the match. And it wasn't a brilliant one, was it? With the only game being played today, the other 3 are tomorrow. So what I might do after this game is just fast forward through and bring up all the results so we know the semi-final lineup. Here's Estevez with that shot again, and he is trying to get his sights set, isn't he? I wouldn't put it past him. Net him on today. We have a corner to defend here. Rivero and Aguero smashed it off the post. That was unlucky. That really was unlucky for him. Cascini's going to whip this free kick in. In it goes. It's headed on. Campi gets a shot away. It's blocked. It pinballed around a bit there, didn't it? We have 10 minutes of the first half to go. Here's Ruiz Diaz. This will be a good time to score. Estevez whips it across. And we do score. Matthias Pellegrini, who has really, really dipped in form. He was absolutely scintillating at the start of the season. Then I think he got a little bit of an injury and never really recovered his form. We had a chat with him before in the build-up to this match and said, look, you've got to get your form back. You've got to start playing. And he's popped up with a goal today. They're going to show the little offside camera. Not even close. Didn't even need to be shown that, did it? Lovely, lovely header at that back post, though. Get in, boys. That is just what we needed. We've got a highlight right at the end of stoppage time. Cascini whips the ball in. Oh, I don't know if that was a shot, if that was a cross. That was unfortunate, but that is it for the first half. Matthias Pellegrini's 3rd of the season has us in front. Not been a great half. I'm going to do a little bit of switcheroo with the tactic, I think, because we are really, really losing that battle for possession. But we're winning, so do I change anything? I don't know. What does the assistant think we should do? Encourage them. Go on then, have it again. Have it again. That's all right. What have you done? You have played well, but there is still room for improvement. It's the one I would have gone for. It is the one I would have gone for. Now I'm just going to calmly say there's a lot more to come again. That seems to be working quite well recently. It really does. Just get the assistant to do it, and then you go in and say what you want to say. I quite like that. Here's Thomas Fernandez. We haven't seen anything of him, and all we see there is him getting tackled. Ruiz Diaz with a throw to Thomas Fernandez across to Cascini. Lombardo hits one. Oh, it's hit the post. Out of absolutely nothing. The keeper was just strolling back, and it's cracked off the woodwork. And that was so unfortunate. It was a shot out of absolutely nothing, wasn't it? And it almost doubled our lead. Here's Brenner at the other end, though, to Sequeira. Good hit from him, and now he's done it. He's hit the post as well. Oh, my word, what is going on? Balboa now Ball across, good header. Oh, and Sequeira has scored this time with the header. How has that gone past Daniel Sapper? Oh, that is poor goalkeeping, I feel. It is a good header, but I think Sapper should have done better. That seemed to go straight through him. We'll see here. It's a good first-time cross. And yeah, that is awful from Daniel Sapper. We've just dropped a little demand more shout out. It's focused all 11 players, so obviously we're going to concede again now. Sequeira, the goal scorer, the equaliser, whips in a lovely ball, and Brenner this time was headed just over. They are starting to look very, very dangerous. Acosta has the ball here in his hands, closing down Estevao, closing down. We've seen nothing from Estevao in this match. We've seen nothing from pretty much both teams as an attacking force, really. We've had a couple of shots out of nothing off the post, a goal each, but it's not been the greatest match ever. At the minute, it's heading to penalties, which I would not be confident with. Thomas Fernandes, though, what can he do? Absolutely nothing. He's had a shocker. Brenner brings it away and flicks a lovely ball out to Sequeira, who is probably their man of the match at the minute, and that is going to be a penalty. Adrian Balboa shoved in the back by Ruiz Diaz, and it's going to be the striker to step up. And are they going to turn it on its head? They are. Adrian Balboa has put Belgrano in front. The team that beat us in our first cup final of the series are now in front in the quarter-final. Oh, this is not good. It's our first time in the quarter-final of this competition. And if we go out to Belgrano again, I am going to be furious. As Estevez with that free kick. Awful. Throwing for Marlon. So we've made a couple of changes. We'll tell you about them in a minute. As Caccini whips the ball out to Ruiz Diaz. Ball comes in, and Golderson. Oh, he reacted well. So Golderson is one of the subs. We've taken off Thomas Fernandes. So we've put Estevao out on the right wing, which isn't ideal, but I didn't have a right winger on the bench. And we've also taken Nahuel Estevez off because he was looking anxious, and brought on the steady head of Julian Chico. We've also gone more direct with the passing, and we dropped a show some passion shout out. So, see if it makes any difference. With one substitution we can still make. You can see from the stats we've been awful in front of goal. 13 attempts on goal and only 2 of them on target. And if Balboa gets in here, which he has done, clips the ball across, but it drops for Sequeira, and Sapper, I think that hit the post again, didn't it? It did. That was another one off the woodwork. We are really, really struggling at the minute. Here's Caccini though. Go on, hit one. He does. It comes for Pellegrini. He desperately wanted it on his left foot. It was never going to happen. And a counter could be on here. Nice play. Rossi. Belgrano looking very dangerous now. Brenner whips a lovely ball in. Sequeira's header, and Sapper holds on. That should have been 3-1. It really should. Are they getting revenge for that league game? I throw in for Ruiz Diaz, but it's poor again. We're just giving it away all the time. And Estevao's cross is blocked, but it comes for Caccini, and his shot is awful. I mean, I don't know what is going on today. We've made our final change. It's here now, Abel Casquet on for Lamado, to see if he can bring the creative spark that we need. But at the minute, it's not looking like it's going to happen. Here's Julian Chico to Pellegrini. Come on. Oh, what is that? It's just an awful, awful cross again. We just cannot make anything connect in the final third. Estevao to Ruiz Diaz. Come on now. Now is the time, boys. Chico to Casquet. Caccini. Chico again. Ruiz Diaz in space. Pull it across. He does. Pellegrini with the header, and it was palmed away well by Acosta. Ruiz Diaz. Oh, what? I don't think he has hit his own man from a throw once today. It has been an absolute shocker from Matheus Ruiz Diaz. Here's Marlon though, out to Pellegrini. Come on now, we've gone very attacking and very direct with the passing, and he's just run straight into the fullback there. I mean, everybody has been absolutely terrible for us today. They really have. You can see by the ratings. I mean, Pellegrini's got a 7.2. All he's done is score a header, and he's done nothing else. And I don't think we're going to get anything out of this highlight. I'll be amazed if we do. If we get this to penalties from here with 10 seconds to go, I'll be absolutely shocked. Oh, no, we don't. There we go. That's going to be it. We're out of the Copa Argentina. It's the furthest we've ever got, but we're out again. We are cursed. We cannot do anything in the cups. We get to the final and we lose. We get to this stage and we lose. We are jinxed. I just don't know what I'm supposed to do. We got to Sudamericana semi-final, didn't we, in the first season, and we lost. I don't know what it is. I don't know what I can do here. This is just. I've waited a few days to record this video, and I am absolutely livid with these players. I really am. If I could sell them all right now, I would. That was absolutely disgraceful, absolutely unacceptable and unforgivable. Right, well that is it for this video, guys. Absolutely devastating defeat in the Copa Argentina. I am absolutely fuming with that. I really am. I mean, I can handle losing a game, but I can't handle an awful performance like that. I mean, credit to Belgrano. They're a very, very strong team. I think they'll be right up there for pretty much until the last 3 or 4 matches of the season for the title. They are very, very good indeed. To be fair, as I said earlier in the video, we didn't really deserve the win in the early match of the season, did we? When we won 3-1. I mean, I think we went 2-0 up, and then they got a goal back, and then they battered us, and we got a goal in the last minute. So we were lucky then, and we didn't deserve anything today. So yeah, in terms of the next video now, I'm just going to play a load of games. I mean, you can see we've got Belgrano again coming up here. Just what is our overall record against them? We've won 4 out of 7 and drawn 1 as well. But the most important ones we've lost: the Copa Argentina quarter-final and that Copa de la Superliga final in the second season. It's just not good enough. The one thing we do have to look forward to, other than hopefully a title race, hopefully we can hang in there as well, is the Libertadores. The Copa Libertadores will start in March, the group stage. Where the hell are we going to play it? This is going to end up being another one of those seasons where we end up playing beyond everybody else in the league, because we've got no free time in the league. We've got a weekend there, somewhere there, which I'm guessing maybe one of those league games gets pushed to a weekend. And that is about it. I mean, Argentina is crazy for the scheduling. Look at January, and look at December and January, and in fact, to be fair, November as well. I mean, we could play most of the games there. We've got the Libertadores coming up. This is ridiculous. I mean, just look at February and March as it is, and we've got to fit 6 group stage games in there as well. I mean, how are we going to do that? Absolutely mental. Yeah, so for the next, we'll worry about that when it comes, of course. It's why I have a big squad. In terms of the next video, as I say, I don't know who it's going to be against yet. I don't know how many games we're going to play off camera. It's going to be at least 6 or 7, I think. To be honest, I might just fly through quite a few now if I can, because I want to get through to that. Towards the business end of the season, there's going to be a Copa Libertadores, hopefully some important league games as well. So yeah, not sure what we'll do for the next video, but I hope you will come back for it, guys. I hope today's performance hasn't pushed you away. Episode 50, and it's that. Absolutely terrible, terrible, terrible. Smash a like or a dislike on this one, guys. Remember to subscribe as well. Jump in the comments. And yeah, that is it for this one. I will see you very soon. I'm off to lie down. Thanks for watching, guys. Adios, amigos.